Are we live? Of course I'm live. People deluded. I'm back again. Thank you very much for tuning back in each and every time. I hope you lot are all well and safe now. I know I've got a lot of opinions about football and Arsenal and other things and whatnot, people, but we're not really here directly to speak on that. As you lot know, you've probably seen the title. If you don't know, we've hit 40,000 people, 40,000 subscribers, people. That is mad. Like I said, better yet, in my last live stream, the Emirates is what, 60 odd thousand, something of that. This our DG Nation, we're filling up a good portion of the Emirates. And first things first, I'm grateful. Life could be better, life could be worse. Fundamentally, you've got to keep balance, and I'm very grateful for you lot, wherever you lot are, whoever you lot are. One thing I love about football, we've got or better yet, our love of football and being able to share that via the internet is there's, one thing. Did I ever think a youth from North London, could have 40,000 subscribers and still growing and would be connecting with people in various countries, various different cultures? And, that's one thing I take my pride on. I see black, white, man, woman, different countries, different nations, different opinions, and we all come together for our love. Like, I know there's obviously a small section of idiots on YouTube, but I think, I at least believe anyways, my little supporters, I think we're very good in what we do, and I think it's a pleasure. It is a pleasure for me, day in, day out, week in, week out, to be making live streams and offering my opinions and doing watch alongs and all of those things. I'm well aware that some of you are not Arsenal fans, so I'm appreciative of all just the fans that are here. Some of you are here for various different reasons, and I'm very appreciative. As I said, life could be better, life could be worse. 40,000, it might as well be 40 million to me. So I'm a very appreciative of that, and I honestly can't thank you lot enough, people. Honestly, from the bottom of my heart, it means the world. Like, I might not sound like it, but I honestly mean it, because I've said it before. You lot made me dream, man. You lot made me dream. I used to think life was very bleak. Life kind of is still bleak, but life was very bleak, from when I started this sort of stuff. And you lot have made me dream. You lot have made me believe life can be lived on my terms. You lot have made me have a reason to smile in the morning. I can't thank, if we do not get any further, I can't thank you lot enough for this. You lot have made it to where we're not rich, obviously. We're kind of struggling, but where we can kind of attempt to do this full time. And obviously, if that everything works out, we're marrying things together. And in a short space of time, a couple of years, we've done a lot, people. We've been finalists for awards, haven't quite got over the line. We've got 40,000 subscribers. We've had interviews with players and young players and coaches and all of these sort of things. I've had a couple of, the BBCs, the UEFAs. None of this has changed my life, but, I'm appreciative of it, because every day, every day is a blessing, because when all the statistics say that people like me should lose, so I'm winning every day. So I'm thankful for that. This year, people in my close circle and myself, I've been on to myself about small winnings. Like, you've got to keep balance. Something I might not class as a personal achievement might be an achievement to someone. 40,000 subscribers to someone else might be chicken change. I think it is, because together with you lot, we've worked fucking hard to get here, people. Consistent every day. The people think it's really easy. People literally think you just sit here and turn on a camera. I wish it was that. You've always learning. You're never switching off. How many hours I put into YouTube a day and Twitch a day, and in a week is something else and whatnot. Obviously, we've had 1-2 sponsors and things like that. It's been a movie, people. It's been a journey, and sometimes sometimes I forget just how far we've come. And there's always 1-2 comments from you. Like, I remember the blue jacket, I remember the pigeons, I remember this, I remember that. And I'm like, right, I remember when we was at 13,000, I remember when we was at 500, I remember when we was at 1,000, I remember this. I'm like, wow, we really have come a long way. And I think that was part of my New Year's resolutions. I need to appreciate my small winnings, because I'm always focused on next. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm very ecstatic about 40k, but I don't know how to feel, really. Like, I'm happy for you lot. I'm happy for what we're doing and stuff, but I don't know how to feel. I wouldn't say I'm happy, not away from the 40k. I wouldn't say I feel a sense of accomplishment. It is an accomplishment, and I should feel that way. It's down for me to look at myself now and say, why do I feel this way? Why? Because I'm focused on 50. It's almost like, if we was to pull it in football in terms, Arteta's playing Chelsea on the weekend. If he beats Chelsea, fair enough. But if that's me and I beat Chelsea, I wouldn't even, not that you can rest on your laurels, but I won't comprehend that that's a good achievement, beating Chelsea and whatever, because I'll be focused on City next week. You apply that logic, I'm focused on 50. I think when 50 hits, I'll have a sort of like wow sort of thing. But because I'm so focused on that, I think I haven't been able to appreciate. And you have to appreciate your small winnings, man. Your small wins, or whatever you deem as a small win, because you've come along. Everyone in life has come a long way. You lot have as well. I've come a long way, so I kind of have to celebrate it. Keep the motivation, keep the intensity, keep the same consistency. Always looking at working harder. For me, working smarter. I would say, you know what, and I appreciate you lot. Nobody knows it, but last year was a hard year for me, a very hard year in life terms and footballing terms. Specifically, I know Arsenal stress on the best of days, but I'm not gonna lie, and I still feel this way to a degree. I feel a bit disillusioned. Like, what is man doing here? Like, don't get it twisted. I love you lot and whatnot, and I'm shocked. Like, even yesterday, someone's like, "Yo, is that deluded?" Blah blah blah. We're kicking it about football. Them things there is madness. Like, I've seen, pardon my language, old white men, middle-aged black ladies. That could be an auntie or whatever. They're just saying, "Well, go on." I'm like, "Right, you lot watch this and whatnot." I'm seeing, you know, I remember one Polish Donny come up to me as well. I walked past Tottenham, like Tottenham Hell, not to bait myself, I go gym there, innit? And there was a builder, Polish Donny, I know, because he had the Polish badge on, repping his thing. Shout all the Polish ones out there. But he was like, "Yo, I watch your stuff. I'm subscribed." I was like, "Raw, you don't even know who is pre and who and what's what and all these things." So I'm like, wow. But it's like, I don't know, man. I just feel like some local hero thing. It's like, how do we break in? Like, I've got a lot of friends in the circle, like in media, and I'm seeing them do great things, and I'm happy for them. But then I'm like, raw, how do I do that? Like, for me, I need to get in the industry. Like, I need to be rubbing shoulders and things like that. Also, we need to just, like, 50K industry, keep doing what I'm doing, trying to do these things in relation to football. It's like, I become very disillusioned. Like, do are you applying yourself enough? Are you thinking about it too much? Are you thinking about it too little? Are you doubling down in things you shouldn't double down on? There's a lot of questions I can't personally answer, if I'm honest with you. And what are we doing here? What are you trying to become? I know what I want and who I want to become, but these are questions I'm struggling. Like, I kind of found this. I was very disillusioned at times last year, throughout the season, and actually with the content I do, it's like, you hit a mental roadblock. Like, I wouldn't say I wasn't happy to do it, because I was, but it's almost like you're stuck in a maze. It's like, what are you really doing here? What's the end goal? It's like, didn't really want to be here speaking about like, for me, the best content I like is the youth football and things. Didn't really want to do it, like, not because I couldn't find players and whatnot. That should be a whole nother video. I feel a great sense of anxiety because I'm just a young man who loves football. I'm not no scout, man. I ain't got no diamond eyes and all of those things. That's one thing that scares me, man. Man are expecting me to sit there when they say we need a right back, 1,000 right backs. It's a good challenge because it means man have to keep looking and whatnot. But I just love football. Whoever I stumbled across, whoever I've done a video on, is probably by chance and my love for it. So that's one thing I struggle with as well. It's almost like, not that people take my word for gospel, but it's like, it kind of, no, and I don't feel comfortable saying these things, but man, are looking at it like it holds weight because they see me as someone that loves football. I really find that difficult to deal with, and as much as I admire that sort of stuff. So yeah, man, it's almost like you just have to keep working, really. And I feel my biggest challenge is to just really grow quicker, because yeah, man, I want that 100K plus and all those sort of things. Again, I like YouTube because I'm a very goal orientated person, so I think YouTube and Twitch and everything that we're doing provides an angle to do that where I might have lost it. So yeah, man, I appreciate the love, but we keep going. We don't stop, man. There's no need to stop. There's no reason to stop. We can't get complacency because we can't afford to. And one thing that keeps me driving, it's all on me. If I want this to go somewhere, man, I have to do it. There's no one pushing, man. Well, obviously there is, but there's not. I need to do it, and that's why. I'm very motivated for myself. I always give the example about a football club. I'd love the players to play for the fans, for the club, for the gaffer. But if you can't play for yourself, there's an issue. And, I do one thing. I feel a sense of pride is that I kept going. Like, I kept going. Like, I don't think I've ever thought to stop, but I have. And it's like, one thing I'm happy with myself is that I followed through initially. This all started with a phone and an idea courtesy of Gary V. And I think if I just stopped, it's crazy. And I got a lot of encouragement from you lot. I'm very fortunate to have people in my close circle that give me the honest truth, but kept pushing it, sort of thing. And yeah, man, I have to give credit to you lot because you lot have set high standards for me. I have to keep improving myself. Can't rest on my laurels. I'm nowhere near where I want to be. There will be a time where I want to, where I'll say that, but we still keep going. I think, when I'm now looking back, because I'm in a bit of a reflective mood with this video, I'm starting to feel a bit more pride. But it's not that I feel pride. It's not even a sense of emptiness. It's like nothing's happened. We keep moving, sort of thing. And I don't feel I should feel that way. But like I said, I'm full of admiration and things, man. And we keep going. Like I said, 40,000 subscribers, all majority off my own back. Of course, I'm not saying people haven't helped me. people haven't done things, but majority off my own back. And, you know, as we get bigger, obviously I want to expand. I want, you know, to spread the workload and get better and all of these sort of things. Like Twitch is another thing that needs to get built up. You can see the blueprint. Twitch is going to be big for this sort of YouTube content. That's why I'm trying to build it up now. You know, you need to be there already. I think I'm on what, 1.7 or something. So yeah, man, we ain't we're just getting started. But like I said, thank you to everyone who supported the thing from the start. You know, even if you've helped it get to 40K recently, whatever reason or however you flocked here, whatever country you're in, however you live your life, you know, I appreciate you lot. And, you know, I hope you lot stay in good health, you know, and you reach all your goals, hopes, dreams, and aspirations, man. And one thing that I'd say gives me more pride than all of that is you see little comments like, "Oh, DG, you don't know how inspirational you are to man. This happened in my life, but I kept going." And you know, I don't necessarily feel I'm the most motivated person on the planet. I'm just like you lot, but just to know that whatever I'm feeling, someone might have felt the same way, but they were able to flip it. I love that because I feel one of the harshest things in life, because I've seen it with my own eyes, is when somebody's inspiration, enthusiasm for life or something in general, it just dies. Like I've seen people filled with life and seen life just chew them up, and it's not nice. And I just feel when someone's got a dream or someone's got something they want to do, I don't think you should dampen it really. So yeah, if you're still trying, not that I'm anywhere, but if you ever feel like giving up, don't, man, because you will look back and think, yo, what's going on here? Plenty of times, man, you know. And all I said, it's always a learning curve. There's many things I do that don't work and whatnot. You know, there's many things I don't understand about YouTube. It's all a learning curve. It's like when you lot sit here, or some people ask me for advice, I don't have any advice. I'm not trying. It's not that I want to keep some secrets. I genuinely don't know how we've got here. You know, it sounds like it's not advice, but I would say consistency, because I've always been in you lot's faces, because, you know, videos are always coming out and them things there. I think that's what's it. And then after that, you either like, man, or you don't. You know, for every you're not so deluded, you are deluded. Either way, I wish I had £1 for either one. Could you still be getting there? And you know, it is what it is. You just have to keep level-headedness and things and like that. And like I said, I'm learning every day. Like one thing I'm more inclusive. Like I was very against this internet thing. Now I don't like. Now it is what it is. And I actually find that hard. How do you keep the balance of keeping yourself and that? I do feel YouTube and Twitch and Twitter and all, when you do what I do and these sort of things, I love the inclusiveness, but I feel over, you know, I do feel a sense of people get over familiar, and I struggle with that, people, because, you know, as much as I'm a YouTube, I'm a human being, and all of these sort of things, you can't just behave a certain sort of way. And it just feels like people see you as a toy for their amusement at times, people. And, you know, it's just fundamentally for me, it's nice to know that there's people out there that fucking like your content first and foremost, you know. You know, sometimes I've done videos and I haven't wanted to do it, but I've seen someone say, yeah, enjoying it in my lunch break, or this and that, or this and the other. And it's like, all right, cool. Just to know one person like that, it's amazing for me, you know. For me, the only selfish bits of content I do is the youth football and the DG podcast, just because I like to talk about football from a neutral point of view, and I like to talk about young players. And yeah, man, I appreciate you lot support, man. And yeah, we're just getting started. Hopefully, in the not too distant future, we can get 50 and 100. You know, I do feel a sense of I've hit a glass ceiling. I do feel a bit of what direction do we go in now? What are we actually doing here? Is this a part of me feels, is this not that it's 40K is where it stops, but is, you know, any dreams I had in relation to a lot of things within football, is that not it? Like, is my story meant to be different? Is this as good as it gets? You know what, you know, there's a lot of questions I can't answer, and I feel until I can answer them, how can we do things? And there's certain things that I guess life just pans out, man. I feel that's the funny thing about life, and one day everything will make sense along this journey. But it is what it is, man. I think, you know, it's tough, it's not nice, there's long nights, there's days of anxiety, there's obviously financial pressures as well as other pressures. This is not easy, you know, at all. This is not easy at all. This fills you with a lot of anxiety, because I sit here and I'm like, bro, have you made the right choice, bro? Like, have you made the right choice? Like, everyone held you up when the cameras stopped. What's going on there? Like, where are we doing? Like, have you made the right sort of decision? You know, obviously you're 26, bro. You're turning 27. You're still young, but if you're a footballer, you know, you kind of we need to know if you're a centre mid, what specific midfielder are you? There needs to be a level of consistency. My biggest fear is, have I bet it on the wrong horse? Is this worth it and stuff? And it's like, you know, the past, like Wenger says, the past brings regret, the future brings anxiety. So there's no time like the present. I try and apply myself and hope everything can make sense. And I just feel the bigger I get, I feel it's less about creating content personally and more about networking, because that saying, it's not who you know, it's not what you know, it's who you know. I can't lie, I've never felt that harder. And it's like, for me, you look at a lot of things and you're like, it's not even fair, you know. It's all rigged. So it's like, what's the point? But like I said, fundamentally, man, you know, this is just, I just want to, I don't even know where we've gone with this vid. It just feels like a bit of therapy for me, like you lot say. And the biggest message is, like I said, I'm truly thankful for the support you lot give me. Without you lot support, it absolutely is nothing. When I'm asking you, support the Q&As, when I'm asking you for Twitch, when I'm saying, you know, do what you need to do on YouTube, you know, vote this, vote that, you lot are here. And I appreciate it each and every time. And I hope that you lot can persist with me, and I hope that we can keep growing. And as I said, man, as much as it's for me, it's you guys. You know, I can't do this alone. We're a community. You know, I'm not even, you know, I'm a man of the people, real man of the people. Anyone that's met me can never say that. And this is our victory. And, you know, 40, hopefully we can look back at double this one day and say, yo, we really did a madness and beyond and whatnot, because it's funny how life works out, man. I never would have thought I'd be sitting here speaking about football and YouTube and things, but life has a funny way of working out, and hopefully it does work out, not just for me, but for you lot and anybody listening. But on that note, all I can say is, once again, thank you, people. And yeah, man, thank you. Big up yourselves. Please hit the like button, follow on Twitch, keep supporting the thing, and hopefully we can grow more and more and more and more and more people. So yeah, thank you very much for this.
Against this right back, Charlie.